Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to St. George's, where the Seahawks are taking on SUNY Canton. Nikki, higher, midway up. Andrew Pizzelli here, bringing you the call this afternoon. Salve Regina and SUNY Canton meeting again. They played here last night, a 3-0 victory for the Roos. Seahawks will like to make amends quickly, and they are in search of their first victory of the season. Salve Regina 0-3, 0-1 in Colonial Hockey Conference play. The Roos got their first win of the year last night. They are 1-1-1, and they are 1-0-0 in conference play. In net for Salve Regina, Jennifer O'Connell getting the start. Once again, the senior from Marston's Mills, Massachusetts, and Brooke Susek, the junior from Bowmanville, Ontario, between the pipes for the Roos. Puck loose at center for the Seahawks, and it's thrown in deep by Michaela Simon. Michaela Anderson giving chase. Puck into the left wing corner now. Allie Stout will move it up to center. Loose there and grab down the left side. Koznaski carrying it towards the net, and her shot goes behind the net and around to the right wing corner. Bradshaw trying to move it out, has it hop away from her. Simon, again, some trouble, tangled up in the slot, nearly gives it away. Loose puck in the Seahawks zone, and now a shot from the right side is thrown high of O'Connell and wide. Kept alive at the left point by Emily Dolphin. Carrera outlets Bradshaw. On the near side now, carried by Carly Baucom. And she fires it in towards the net. And it ricochets into the corner, out to the blue line, then out at center for Taylor Chisholm to grab for Salve, the senior captain. Snaps it up towards Baucom. They make that Hastings into the corner. Behind the net, Lexi Anderson trying to get to it. Kimberly Dunn pinching in left side, swats it towards the cage. Hastings, freeing the right wing corner, can grab it. Up the near side boards, backhands it towards the slot, trying to turn. Is it on Anderson? Swatted away from Chisholm into the right wing corner. Seahawks keep it alive down low. Hastings centers it. Lexi Anderson trying to settle it down. Knocked free from her, but Susie Pearson, good job at the blue line, able to feather it in deep once again. Roos trying to clear here. Long shift for this unit. Chisholm knocks away an outlet pass. Now Kylie Babcock trying to chase up to it along the far boards. Erica Martin there in support as well. Four-person scrum along the far boards. Finally, it comes free. Can be grabbed by the Roos, but Caroline Prezioso doing a good job of harassing a SUNY Canton player, and Kimberly Dunn fires it back in deep once again. Seahawks come over the blue line and again come screaming into the offensive zone. Pearson can't keep it alive at the right point. This one's going to trickle all the way down towards O'Connell, and not close enough for icing. It was going to be on the net. O'Connell just touches it to her right. Now the Seahawks will try and break out of their own zone. 16:55 to go in the first period, no score. Puck trapped against the right wing boards in the attacking end for SUNY Canton. Puck behind the net. Pearson can't get to it. It hops off to the side of the cage. Pearson moves it with the skates. Grabs it for Salve Regina, trying to outlet it. Cannot. Whitney Bernier had it for a moment. It comes all the way back down the ice. Can be taken by Bartasova. Quickly up the right side now. Grace Page over the line. Run into by Amanda Fantasia. She will skate behind O'Connell. And now will headman it herself through neutral ice. Fantasia now with speed over the blue line right side. Has an angle. Fantasia looking for a trailer. Throws it on the net, and the rebound shot is punched wide. Susek making a stop and then preventing Michaela Anderson from putting home a rebound. Simon tees up a drive, and it's saved by Susek with the pad into the right wing corner. Fantasia again trying to send it on the net. That time it was blocked by Maggie Convery. Great energy here from the Seahawks to start this game. First 5 minutes, excellent so far. Bradshaw gloves it down herself over the blue line, weaving her way, softly playing it towards the net. That shot was partially deflected. Ruse with the puck, trying to skate it out. Along the near side now, carried up by Bartasova. Angling down the middle now. Jessica Peel moves it up to the right point. Down on the right wing side. Seahawks converge there. Double team to knock the puck away. It hops into the protective netting and out of play. This is the third meeting all time between Salve and SUNY Canton. Women's ice hockey is the only sport where the two schools have met. Seahawks won 7-1 in the first ever meeting back in 2015 here at St. George's. And then the Roos even the all-time series last night with the 3-0 win. Shot in front for a shot, and O'Connell right on the money to block that one with the pad. That was a point-blank chance for SUNY Canton. Pass just wide of Hastings. Grabbed by the Roos in their own zone. Puck out to center. Dropped on back now to Emily Dolphin. Dolphin to the near side. Hannah Brady double teamed along the boards. Puck comes free back to the Seahawks zone. Fantasia grabs it there. Pearson at center finds Prezioso over the line. Now angling left side. Prezioso will take it into the corner. Send it back out to the point. Pearson trying to throw it on the net. Has it blocked. Rolls into the corner. LaRiviere for Salve Regina. Trying to poke it to Erica Martin. Grabbed now by the Roos. Bedoro able to move it out to center. Back to the Seahawks zone. LaRiviere quickly over the blue line left side. Going to tee up a drive. Blocked in the skates, and Michaela Anderson shot it right into the teammate. Martin trying to move it to the point. Dunn throwing it towards the net. That's blocked. Martin with the rebound in the slot, and that shot is blocked as well. That was Bruna Bedoro standing in front of that shot. Roos trying to move it out of the zone. Right wing corner kept in by Michaela Anderson. And this is ruled a hand pass here by the official. Well, the puck hopped into the Kangaroos bench. That's right in front of our broadcast location here. Inside the Howard Rink at St. George's in Middletown, Rhode Island. Chisholm on the draw for Salve. Wins it back to Carrera at the right point. Her shot is deflected high and wide behind the net. Chisholm trying to chase it down. Loose behind the net. Hastings will grab it. Sees a double team. Finds Chisholm along the far boards. Up to the left point now. Simon feathers it towards the cage. Tipped and saved by Susek. 13:09 to go in the first period. Still no score. And I would say all Seahawks here early. They will get another offensive zone draw. Anderson, Chisholm, and Hastings, the forward line out there for Salve. Chisholm to take the draw at the left wing circle. And it's won by Whitney Bernier. Bartasova behind the net, trying to move it up the far boards. And now Barsova comes and gets it herself, and she will skate through center and fire it into the right wing corner. Carrera there first for Salve Regina. Pressured behind the net, double team. Chisholm will grab the loose puck. Chisholm sends it out to Hastings. Hastings with some open space to her right. She'll take it over the blue line right side to the faceoff circle, trying to find a trailer. No one home. All blue jerseys there for the Roos, hanging out in the slot. Simon in the Seahawks zone finds Babcock. She'll chip it off the glass, actually directs off the official. And behind the net, Martin chasing after it. Babcock pins it to the boards. Looking to turn to the outside now. Babcock trying to center it in front for Chisholm. Knocked down by Pearson at the blue line. Her shot blocked. Follow-up shot is blocked in the slot as well. And skated out now by Jessica Peel. Pearson runs into Pile. Knocks it away. Centering pass knocked away into the corner. Approaching the midpoint of this first period. All Salve here early, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. Still scoreless. Babcock pressuring there on the forecheck. Roos trying to get organized in their own defensive zone. Giving away to Paige Stapleton at her own blue line. Sends it back out to center. Kelly Letham. Canton over the blue line on the right side. Point pass by Letham. Rolls all the way into the left wing corner. Grabbed by Fantasia. Here comes Chisholm darting over the line and lost it for a moment. That's Bauckham, and then she gets run over, absorbing a big hit and a clean hit in the eyes of the official. And the Roos taking it straight to the net was Bedoro. O'Connell there just holding the pipe, denying that shot. Puck loose behind the net. Players fall down. The Riviere will grab it for Salve Regina and flip it end over end out towards the blue line. Hops away from Hannah Bradshaw and snap back in deep by the Roos, who are offside. They have to jump back to center before chasing the puck. With 10:35 to go in the first period. Dolphin softly connects right side. Bernier down the right side, and it's picked off and taken away by Celia Paulskill. Cross ice pass. Chisholm gets knocked over at the blue line. And they're going to call offsides here. I think you could have easily called interference there. That's what Taylor Chisholm is asking for. She's a good 15 feet away from the puck and getting knocked down to the ice. So we've seen a couple of physical, tough plays here, and the officials have held the whistles. We'll see if that remains true for the remainder of this game. A lot of penalties last night in the game between these two teams. Simon in deep behind O'Connell. Puck hops into the air, into the right wing corner. Behind the net now again, once Carrera will try and get to it. Swings it up the boards. Rebecca Hastings pinned in front of her own bench, trying to work it free. It will hop all the way back down the ice and will be stopped and covered up by Susek as Lexi Anderson was charging quickly. Prezioso to take the draw for Salve here in the attacking end. And it's won by the Roos. Pile winning the draw. Puck trapped in the left wing boards though. Comes free for Parigi. And now chasing it down the ice is Hannah Brady. Collects a rebound behind the net. Right wing side, Fantasia looking for an outlet. Brady harassing her. Puck free in the left wing corner. Pearson trying to find Babcock at the blue line. Sends it towards the Seahawks bench. Michaela Anderson just onto the ice, grabs it, drops it back off to Pearson. Loose puck, grabbed by Anderson in stride now. Anderson ducks the shoulder, trying to throw it on the net. Save made by Susek. Anderson on one knee in the corner, moves it up top to the point. Fantasia waiting. Her shot and a glove save made by Susek. 9:01 to go in the first period. Still no score. Offensive zone draw. Won by the Roos once again, but jumping in to get it. That was LaRiviere, who jumped in on the win by the Roos and sent it on Susek, who was in position to make a save. Now LaRiviere again keeps it alive at the blue line. Across to Bradshaw. Bradshaw down the right side, tied up in the corner. LaRiviere behind the net, trying to settle it down. It hops into the slot. Fantasia swats at it with one hand. Now throws it towards the net. That's blocked. Fantasia again pokes it to herself. Left wing side, tees up a drive, and a save by Susek. Bradshaw collects it behind the net, trying to get it to Chisholm. Pearson in the slot can't get to it. LaRiviere, now Pearson again, floats it towards the cage, and it will be grabbed by Brooke Susek, who has been busy here in this first period. Clock stops with 8:21 to go in the first period. Still no score, but the Seahawks with heavy pressure. Face-off win, back to Dunn, swats it towards Chisholm. She sends it on the net, and another save by Susek. Puck behind the cage. Roos trying to get out of their own zone now, up the right side. And it's turned over at the blue line. Menchaca had it, streaking for a moment before it was poked away. Simon along the far wall. Being chased in behind the net. Swings it up the boards. Lexi Anderson nearly gave it away. Simon punches it off the glass. Anderson will try again. Anderson skates it to center, chips it off the glass softly into the Roos zone. Not far enough for icing. Giving chase is Prezioso, trying to knock it away. Fantasia pinching in at the blue line, nearly had the steal. Now Erica Martin takes it away for the Seahawks. Will carry up the near side boards right in front of the Roos bench. She will send it in deep to the right wing corner. Grabbing it is Niemek for SUNY Canton. And now a four-person scrum in the left wing corner. Niemek and Martin tied up. Babcock, they're battling as well with Lily Cullen. And the four of them fight to get the puck off the boards. Martin doing a great job of shielding and keeping the puck against the boards and in the skates. And now the scrum moves a little bit to the right. Finally, it's free behind the net. Seahawks doing great work here. Prezioso trying to muscle it in front. It's knocked free. Babcock chasing after it and now carrying it out herself is Noelle Niemek, and she will dump it into the left wing corner. And the Rules will change out their lines. Stout comes on for SUNY Canton, and she will chase it behind the net right side. Chased by Bradshaw. Has it knocked free. Roos still with possession. Cross-ice pass, can't connect. Fantasia will win the race against Lily Cullen for the puck. Fantasia now spinning deep in her own zone. Out to the blue line, through center now. Fantasia will flip it end over end, in on Susek. And she will hold it again with 6:07 to play in the first. No score, but a great start here in this first period for Salve Regina. From the get-go, they have had great pressure on the Kangaroos netminder. Offensive zone draw, left wing side. Chisholm will win it to the ball. Taken by Lexi Anderson. Flips it to Chisholm into the right wing corner. Chisholm will circle up top, hand off to Susie Pearson down the right side. Pearson throwing it towards the net, and it hops through the blue paint and out the other side. Paul Skill trying to keep it alive. Left wing side, dumps it into the corner, grabbed by the Kangaroos. Up the near side boards, Pearson again pinching in support. Trying to keep this play alive. Behind the net, Fedoro spilled out behind the cage. Paul Skill trying to rip it free along the left side, and she does. But the puck eventually careens off a couple of skates back out to center. And left right at center ice. Babcock hits the deck as she's able to send it into the zone. Seahawks change up their lines and now give chase. Koznaski outlets Page over the blue line. She dumped it into the corner and then got spilled out along the boards. 5 minutes to play in a scoreless first period. Salve Regina, though, with the majority of the chances. Page for SUNY Canton sends it rolling in behind the net. Pearson will grab it behind O'Connell. Up the near side, Martin has it knifed off her stick. At center, it's grabbed once again by the Kangaroos. Whitney Bernier, senior from Newport, Vermont, trying to send it into the corner. Now into the slot, it rolls in on O'Connell, and she will cover it up with 4:33 to play in the first. And a rare offensive zone draw here for the Roos in this first period. Draw won by Pile, out to the point, sent back into the corner, thrown towards the net and blocked. Fantasia trying to track it down. And now a battle in the left wing corner for the puck. Pelly sends it towards the cage. It ricochets off the end glass out to the right wing corner. Niemiec was into the left wing boards once again. Pelly out to the point, grabbed by McIntyre. Pelly behind the cage, chased by LaRiviere. Pelly now spinning to her left, sends it to the right wing side, chasing it into the corner. 3:56 to go in the first. Along the boards, up top to the point, Niemiec moves it down right side again for a shot that trickles towards O'Connell, and she just discards it into the corner with the stick. Shot from the point, looking for a tip, is blocked. Trying to find Parigi on the doorstep. Drive from the blue line is grabbed by O'Connell. Noelle Niemiec with that chance from the right side. Niemiec, senior captain from Staten Island, New York. Niemiec, Page, and Pelly, the three captains of this Roos squad. Puck flutters in behind the net. Carrera trying to rip it free. And then the left wing corner, right wing corner now goes. Chisholm will stash it back behind the net for Stapleton. Hasting along the near side boards right in front of her own bench. Nearly turns it over. Loose at the circle, grabbed by Carrera. She'll circle back with 3:13 to play in the first period. This has been a very strong period here for the Seahawks. Want to finish it strong as well. Here comes Chisholm now. Chisholm into the middle with a backhand shot and a save made by Susek. And then the puck comes from behind the net and out through the wickets, back out in front. That one was behind Susek and came out into the slot. Roos will look to break out. Dolphin angled into the boards by Simon and then caved in at the blue line. And the puck finds its way into the Seahawks zone. Stapleton can't reach for it. Moved back out to center, but then forced back into the Roos zone once again. And dropped off to the defense. All the way across now it comes for Suzuki. Ashley Giles along the near side, tied up. Scrum in front of the Roos bench now. Erica Martin there with Chisholm trying to rip it free, and Prezioso. And Martin able to squeeze it into the corner. Now will battle along the boards with Suzuki. And another four-person scrum, this time in the right wing corner. And the official is going to blow it dead this time. And they're going to move this face-off out to neutral ice with exactly 2 minutes to go in a scoreless first period. Neutral zone draw, right side, just outside of the Roos zone. And the faceoff is controlled by SUNY Canton. Dunn has it hop away from her at center. Racing in to grab it is Bradshaw, and then she's tripped up, and we're going to get our first penalty of the game. Easy one for the officials to see. It will be Alexa Parigi to the box with 1:47 to go in the first period, and now a golden opportunity for Salve to try and jump on top. They will go to the power play. Chisholm on the draw, and she wins it. Bradshaw along the near side boards, and then the Roos able to get it clear. Seahawks 1 for 14 on the power play this season. 13 of 13, a perfect 100% on the kill are the Roos. There's about a 13-second difference between the game clock and the penalty time. So if the Seahawks don't score here at the end of the first period, they will have around 13 seconds with a clean sheet of ice to start the second period. Lexi Anderson turns into the zone, loses it, and then Emily Dolphin will golf it back down the ice. Susie Pearson tied up. O'Connell pokes it into the left wing corner. Final minute, first period, no score. Seahawks on the power play. And trapped for the moment now in their own zone. Cross ice, Michaela Anderson turns, drops it back off to Dunn. Finds Hastings, and she will swing it into the zone behind the net. Susek will leave it there for her defense. Buckham takes it away. Anderson, right wing side, trying to find it. Swings it towards the net. That's blocked. And then flipped. Saucer down the ice with 25 seconds left. And a good clear there by Dolphin. 17 seconds to go. Simon along the near side. Carries it over the blue line. Bauckham comes to support as well as Chisholm. A big scrum in front of the Roos bench. Down to 7 seconds to play in the first period. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. Puck trapped in the corner. Seahawks will have 13 seconds of power play action to start the second period. Strong start for Salve after suffering a 3-0 loss last night. They came out juiced to start this one. They dominate the first period, but nothing to show for it yet. 20 minutes in the books here in Middletown. We will take a break while they tend to the ice. Welcome back to St. George's, getting ready for the start of the second period. Salve Regina and SUNY Canton scoreless here through 20 minutes. Seahawks looking for their first victory of the season. The Roos looking for their second straight victory to improve to 2-1 and 2-0 in Colonial Hockey Conference play. Hello again, Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call here this afternoon. Conference matchup for both teams. Salve dominated that first period. They controlled it from the jump. It was just a 9-2 shot advantage, but that was because the Roos ate a lot of pucks in front. The Seahawks had the majority of the possession time in SUNY's zone. And we'll see if that continues here at the start of the second period. 13 seconds left of power play time. Parigi will head back to the box for the Roos for, she hopes, 13 seconds. It would have to be, Seahawks will have to win the draw and get into the zone very quickly to try and make the most of this power play time. Chisholm will take the draw against Jessica Peely. And we'll see if we can get a clean draw, and if the Seahawks can get one rush. She wins it cleanly, grabbed by Pearson. Circles around, 10 seconds to go on the power play. Puck dumped into the corner. Softly, no icing. Grabbed by the Roos into the corner. And we are back to even strength as Fantasia grabs it at center ice, snaps it quickly up the left side. Chisholm punches it off the boards into the left wing corner. And will roll in behind the cage where Noelle Niemek will move it out to center. Fantasia now chases the loose puck into the Seahawks zone. Hastings sends it up the right side, and this will be icing. And they wave it off. And Dave LeBaff is baffled at that call. I mean, everybody, that was icing. It was heading down the ice, and maybe the Roos players stopped and didn't go for it, and that gave the chance for Prezioso to get to it in the corner. It's a big call. This possession's still going here for the Seahawks. Martin pins it to the boards in deep. Chisholm now cycles it up top. Forward drive. Simon well wide. Right side now. It'll come off the boards for Susie Pearson. Flips it on the backhand in behind the net. Babcock. In behind the net. Prezioso has it swatted away from her in the right wing corner. Move back behind the net. Koznowski along the far side boards will skate it out to center. And then loses it at the blue line. That one may have just caught an edge in the ice. Prezioso pokes it towards Martin. She carries it down the right wing side. Martin throws it towards the net. Balkum trying to one-time it. And it goes wide. Simon grabs the loose puck at center. Punches it off the far boards. Michaela Anderson has it wedged free from her. Back out to center. Fantasia left side now. Floats it in on the net. And it's grabbed by Susek. $17:54 to go in the second period. And another strong start for Salve. Still scoreless though. Balkum in the corner. Throws it towards the net, trying to move it in front for Bradshaw on the doorstep. Wide of her into the corner. Anderson pokes it up top to the point. Holding it there, Carrera with a drive. Save made by Susek. And the rebound trickles into the left wing corner. Roos now trying to break out of their zone, but the Seahawks have put the clamps down at the blue line, and now Bradshaw with the steal, trying to angle her way towards the net. Has it poked free. Trying to make a move is Grace Page. Bradshaw can't get to it now, and now Page down the right side. Page to the faceoff circle with a shot off the skate of Carrera. Wide behind the net. Out to the far side now. Can be skated out by the Seahawks. Wide of Lexi Anderson at center, and given back to McIntyre, who will skate all the way in behind Susek and leave the puck in the corner. Seahawks in the midst of a change. Roos wanted to catch them in it. Instead, it's turned over at the blue line to Simon, who scales it off the glass, and Chisholm onside. Could have been a 2-on-1 if she could have fielded it. Swings it towards the net for a shot, and Hastings has it go wide. Hastings in the corner. Puck off the boards. Dunn Had to take a weird bounce over her stick, back out to center. Dunn will fire it in once again. Susek will touch it behind the net and leave it there for Leatham. D-to-D pass, a little bit dangerous in towards the net. Now out to center. LaRiviere swats at it, and it'll be free for Prezioso to gain the line right side. Prezioso ducking the shoulder, puts on the brakes, hops it back to LaRiviere. In behind the net, Martin and Prezioso both there. Martin left wing side. Up to the point, Fantasia throws it towards the net, looking for a tip. Save made by Susek. If I sound like a broken record, that's because I have been. Susek has been very busy here in this game. Dunn's drive floated off a skate. And like a fair catch, it's caught by Brooke Susek. .52 to play in the second period. And I think they're going to kick Anderson out of the faceoff here. And they will make Bradshaw come in and take it for Salve. And it's won by the Roos. Bradshaw trying to poke it away from behind, knifed out at center. And Balcom chases it back down into the Seahawks zone, trying to skate up the right side. Runs into Bradshaw. Two of them in the same place at the same time. Puck will roll back into the Seahawks zone. Simon swings it around the boards. Out to the near side. Bradshaw there first for Salve to touch it. Kept alive at the point by Niemiec. Now Michaela Anderson able to float it back to the Roos zone and sent back up the ice quickly. Jessica Pile down the left side, trying to throw it in front. Blocked there by Simon. And the puck into the corner. Carried by Susie Pearson. Taylor Chisholm gains the line right side, angling into the middle. Chisholm with a backhand shot, saved by Susek. Rebound, Hastings sends it back out in front on the doorstep. Couldn't be grabbed by Lexi Anderson. Back comes SUNY Canton. Puck floated into the corner. Chisholm behind the net. Right wing side, drops it off now behind for Amanda Fantasia. Fantasia moves it back to Pearson. Lexi Anderson had it roll away from her, but it comes right to Chisholm at neutral ice, and she was able to fire it in deep and can come to the bench for a change. Seahawks bring Prezioso on for Chisholm. Puck in the left wing corner. Clock rolling with 14:24 to play here in the second period. Still scoreless between Salve Regina and SUNY Canton. Fantasia with the puck, backpedaling, floats it towards Martin. It ricochets all the way into the Roos zone. Puck finds its way back to Seahawk territory. Fantasia in the corner will look to move it out again. Flips it end over end, glove down at the blue line, but is able to get past Suzuki. And the Roos really having trouble cleanly entering the Seahawks zone. Puck out at center. Looking for a call, they don't get it. Only one penalty so far after a penalty-laden affair last night. And this will be icing here against Salve. Faceoff will come all the way back down to the Seahawks zone with 13:34 to play in the second period. Elsewhere on campus today, Salve Regina senior day for the football team. They're in control, 47-14. They lead Nichols out at Topa Field. Senior day and military appreciation day for the Seahawks there. Here comes Erica Martin chugging over the blue line, left side. Throws a backhand through the front. Babcock was trying to crash the net, couldn't get there in time. Canton looking to counter. Left off for a trail, left side for a shot, and O'Connell squeezes the pads to hold on. And that's the best chance so far here, I'd say, for the Roos. On a shot O'Connell really couldn't see. Offensive zone draw for SUNY Canton. And it's won by Taylor Chisholm. Hastings trying to send it cross ice. Comes to Lexi Anderson. Run into at center and turned it over. Niemek down the left side, trying to carry it into the slot. Draws the cage, save made by O'Connell. She goes down, shot still live. Puck still towards the net, and O'Connell falls on it, just squeezes the pads. And now players all over the place yelling and screaming from both sides. Oh my goodness. O'Connell made 2 saves. The puck was still loose, and you had everyone piled up in front trying to squeeze that on the net. And the Roos want to get a penalty here for falling on the puck. And the linesman said it was under the goalie. So some frustration here for SUNY Canton. And they're going to want an even further explanation. Coaching staff of the Roos saying the Seahawks player moves it with their hand and puts it under the goalie. That's a penalty. And the officials disagree. In the slot, loose but grabbed by Balkum. She will turn to the outside and move it to Bradshaw, who will try and tip it to herself over the line. Back out to center, grabbed by Dunn, and sent end over end in behind the net. Susek will touch it with 12:23 to play in the second period of a scoreless game. Seahawks have been in control of this one, but nothing to show yet on the scoreboard. Fantasia swats at it behind the net, right wing corner. Balkum trying to move it to Prezioso. Dunn now, breaking out from the Seahawks zone. Weaving her way through center, over the line left side, angled to the boards. Left it at the point, now it's fired into the corner. And grabbed by SUNY Canton. Martin loses her edge, trying to go for the steal. Shot played into the middle, knocked away. Taken by Pearson. And grabbed by LaRiviere with space. Over the line, LaRiviere dancing down the middle, left it off for Martin, and she has it poked into the corner. Martin recovers for Salve Regina, looking to move it up top to the point. Simon's drive is blocked. Chisholm gobbles it up in deep, circles out to the right wing side. Chisholm straight away up top, looking to square up the net. Chisholm dancing, floating it towards the cage, tipped by Martin and wide. Chisholm recovers her own shot in the corner, cycles it up top. Simon waiting, shooting, and it's saved by Susek. Chisholm up top, waiting. Pearson's drive is blocked and grabbed by the Roos, but then swatted by Pearson in deeper, and then finally it can be taken back out to center ice and skated out by the Kangaroos. Here comes Bernier, tripped up in the corner, and more frustration from the bench for SUNY Canton, wanting the penalty call there, and they don't get it. The refs have not made calls here today. There's been plenty of opportunities to call things both ways, and just the one penalty so far on Alexa Parigi on a clean trip that was visible to all 4 officials at center ice. And now we get an offside call here. I think some confusion.
Has any whistle?
And you can hear the announcement.
Please don't blow it.
And I think there may have been an errant whistle from the crowd. And maybe not a physical whistle, maybe just the whistling you get with cheering from a crowd. Some people more talented than others with being able to produce an audible whistle. Here comes Bradshaw over the line right side, trying to snap it towards the cage. It's blocked. Fluttering in behind the net. Hopped in front, and Susek will cover it up. That was a weird bounce off the end glass. 10:05 to go in a scoreless second period. Seahawks skating right to left here in this second period, wearing their home whites with the green trim and blue numbers. Kangaroos wearing their road blues with the gold trim and gold numbers, moving left to right. Carrera at the point, right side. Hops it into the corner, now behind the net. Babcock trying to rip it free. Martin able to poke it to herself, and she's been a force in the corners for Salve here today. We've seen a lot of these scrums in the corners, and it's been this line. Prezioso, Babcock, and Martin that's done a lot of the dirty work, generating chances for Salve. Carrera didn't want to pinch in. Couldn't get to that puck in time. Sent back down the ice by the Kangaroos. And no icing. Winning the foot race there against Fantasia was Giles. Fantasia kind of let up there at the end. Allowed Giles to get to that puck in time. Kept alive at the blue line by Giles. Cycling up top now across. Lead them with a shot that's well wide into the corner left side. Koznoski keeping it alive, trying to center it. Down the middle, it's blocked in a crowd of skates. Still loose there. Grabbed by the Roos, loose on the blue paint. O'Connell dives on it. And now a big scrum in front. And where's the puck? All but 2 Kangaroo players left out at the blue line. Everyone else piled up on the blue paint. Like a game of Twister. And more frustration again from the Kangaroos bench. Wondering how many times the Seahawks can cover up the puck in the paint. And obviously really difficult for us to see up here, and even more difficult, I assume, from the officials on the ice. You got that many players all piled up. Who can tell where the puck is? And if the official can't see the puck, they blow the whistle. And now they want the faceoff to be brought back to center. And now, a little switch up here. One of the Seahawk players grabbed a Kangaroo stick by mistake. And that's what will happen when you have 8 people all piled up with the goalie. Party in the blue paint. Face-off won by the Kangaroos, up to the point. And knocked away from Niemiec. Back down the ice. So an odd couple of minutes there. We've got players trading equipment, and we've got errant whistles from the crowd. Kind of slowing the pace here of what has been a very fast-moving game. Roos picking up their energy, though, the last couple minutes here. Niemiec at the point, waiting. Sends it towards the cage, tipped high and wide. In the corner. Grabbed by Hannah Brady. Knocked over by Simon. Puck behind the net. Grabbed by the Roos, looking for a centering pass, knocked away in the slot. Lexi Anderson first to it for Salve. Will just softly send it down the ice. And this is not going to be icing. No icing again, as Dunn will grab it behind O'Connell. Finds Bradshaw on the far side. She has space over the line. Bradshaw now darting down the middle. Her shot on the cage as she got hit. And it's held on to by Susek. 7:45 to go in the second period. Still no score. Offensive zone draw right side for Salve. And one back to Bradshaw with the backhand. She plays it in deep. Bauckham behind the net, trying to backhand it out in front. It's on the apron of the goal behind the cage. And we will get another whistle. And the faceoff now will come out to neutral ice, just outside of the Roos zone, right side. Prezioso to take it for Salve with 7:36 to go in the period. Fantasia chips it off the glass. Hopping on edge in behind the net. Babcock giving chase there for Salve. Behind the net, once again, the Roos will look to move it out. Out to center, but given right back. Fantasia tees up a long drive. That hops off of Susek into the corner. That one fired from center. Thrown towards Prezioso, camping out in the slot. It's wide of her. Fantasia at the blue line, right side, sends it on the cage. That is wide. A couple of big-time drives here from Amanda Fantasia. Pearson behind the net, looking for a wraparound. That's blocked. Hops against the back of the goal, kept alive in the corner. Trying to find Lexi Anderson. The puck is deflected in towards the net, grabbed by the Roos. The Seahawks keep it alive at the blue line. Now Taylor Chisholm dancing down the middle, squaring up the net with a shot, and it's blocked. Loose in front and grabbed by Susek for a moment. She thought she had it covered up. It's behind the net now. Chisholm trying to get it to Hastings. Chisholm now all in the slot, throws it on the net, and it's blocked behind the cage. Out to the point, Fantasia to her right, sends it on net, tipped wide by Lexi Anderson. Chisholm to recover in the corner. Taylor Chisholm looking to stash it off the boards. Instead, it kind of got stuck along the glass. Can be cleared back down the ice by the Roos. Page chasing against Pearson. Susie Pearson with 6:05 to play in a scoreless second period. Hastings flips it into the corner behind the net. Balkum has it go wide of her. Grace Page, senior from Hamburg, New York, will grab it for the Roos. Move it back to her defense. Turned over at the blue line, though, to Amanda Fantasia, who scales it off the glass, high into the corner. Michaela Anderson and Balkum behind the net, trying to get to it. Grabbed by SUNY Canton now with speed. Back up the ice, right side over the line. Carrying it is Kelly Leatham. Circling behind the net, challenged by Michaela Carrera. Leatham plays it into the near side corner. Up top to the point, it's held for a shot that O'Connell reads, and she's able to cover it up. Stopping the clock with 5:21 to play in the period. Offensive zone draw for SUNY Canton. Face off against the boards. And it's won by the Roos, but they have to chase it all the way back to center, and now in their own zone. Giles over the line. She has it knifed away. Simon tangled up, can't get to the puck. Given back to SUNY Canton. Niemek saucers it near side for Giles. Has to go for it along the board. Simon there to deliver a hit and knock the puck free. Carrera behind Jennifer O'Connell. LaRiviere has it knocked away from her at center. Grabbed by Prezioso, who has to just fire into the corner as the Seahawks were offside. Pearson with the giveaway at the blue line, trying to play into the slot. Backhand shot from Carrera goes wide. Make that Lexi Anderson, who was chasing into the play, and now Anderson behind the net, trying to center it for Hastings. Knocked behind the cage. 3 Seahawks in deep trying to get to this puck. Chisholm sends it up top to the point. Waiting there is Dunn. Her shot towards the cage, well wide, into the left wing corner. Can be taken by the Kangaroos with 4:10 to play. Pearson standing tough at the blue line, though, trying to keep the puck onside, and she does. Sends it in behind the net. Rebecca Hastings, stapled to the boards, trying to move the puck free. Right wing corner now. Koznowski. And this will be icing. Susie Pearson looking around, and the Seahawks get the call. Pearson digging for that one. End of a long shift for her. Still able to have enough gas to get down there and draw the icing. 3:52 to play in the second. And I'm sure tired legs out there for both sides. Seahawks are only going to change out one player. Anderson will take the draw against Jessica Pile. And it's one into the corner. Roos will try and clear so that they can get a change. Giles sends it cross ice, collected by Pile, tangled up at the blue line and lost it. Here comes Carly Balkum now, over the line right side, 3-on-2 for Salve. Balkum trying to throw it on the net, and it's blocked off the end of her stick, loose in the corner. Now at the circle, it's grabbed by the Kangaroos. Flip quickly up the ice, onside. Now here comes Hannah Brady, tied up by Pearson. Brady to the net with a backhand, and she sends it off the crossbar and out of play. What a chance for Hannah Brady. Some fancy stick work to get free, and a great backhand, and that one just barely missed. Offensive zone draw here for the Kangaroos with 3:20 to play in the second. Erica Martin grabs it along the far side boards, trying to chip it towards Prezioso. Babcock will swing it in deep. Allie Stout trying to center it to a teammate, giving up to Simon for a drive, and it's saved by Susek. .301 to play in the second period. We're still scoreless here between Salve Regina and SUNY Canton. Puck loose at the circle. Drop back off to the defense for SUNY Canton. Seahawks forecheck has been tremendous here tonight. Fantasia with the steal, and she floats it in behind the net. Hastings couldn't get to it. Seahawks send it back in deep, have to jump back onside. Hastings disrupting at center. Now Chisholm takes it away. We'll circle back and drop it off to Fantasia across to Carrera between her legs. Right in front of the Ruse bench, played towards the net. Loose in front and grabbed by Chisholm in front of her fellow senior captain Jennifer O'Connell. Chisholm with the loose puck, sends it across for Hastings. Drop back off to Carrera. Across now to Fantasia, snapped up the ice, wide of Chisholm. And they wave off icing. Chisholm into the corner. Trying to get it to Stapleton. Thrown on the net from the wing on a crazy angle. And it's saved by Susek with 1:50 to play in the second period. Offensive zone draw for Salve. And it sticks right on the circle and then is thrown into the corner. Won and controlled by the Ruse. Kayla Anderson trying to jump in and grab it in the corner. Another one of these end-board scrums. Down in the right wing corner, Bradshaw trying to knock it free. Anderson there in support as well. Puck loose in the circle, grabbed by the Kangaroos. Balkum trying to angle herself towards the puck, has her stick knocked away. Fantasia behind the Seahawk net, sends it around the boards. Bradshaw along the near side trying to get it to Hastings. Seahawks trying to clear the zone, and they do. Michaela Anderson trying to hop to it. Hastings as well down the left side. Shot thrown towards the cage, easily grabbed in front by the Kangaroos. Final minute, second period.
Minute remaining in the period.
Susie Pearson head-manning the rush, trying to outlet it up the ice, and it's blocked. And then Pearson is knocked down by Sarah Koznowski, and that's a clean play because the puck was sitting right between both of their skates. Koznowski, the freshman from Ottawa, Ontario. Puck in the Ruse zone, 35 seconds to play, and another strong period for the Seahawks, but nothing to show for it yet on the scoreboard. And this has been a tightly contested game. Ruse hanging around though, and that's in large part thanks to Brooke Susek, who has been phenomenal thus far through two periods. Lexi Anderson moves it up the ice. It's going to roll back into the Ruse zone. Will this be far enough for icing? It won't be. And so the final seconds will tick off the clock as the puck is trapped in the corner. Two periods in the books here in Middletown, and nothing decided yet. The Seahawks have controlled this one, but we are still scoreless. Nothing here through two periods. We will take a break while they tend to the ice. Welcome back to St. George's. Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call here this afternoon. We are still scoreless between Salve Regina and SUNY Canton. 20 minutes or more left to decide this one here today. Face-off won by the Seahawks, who have controlled this game. They've controlled both periods. They've outshot the Kangaroos, but have not been able to crack junior netminder Brooke Susek. And will that change here? Erica Martin out of range of this loose puck. It ricochets into the left wing corner. Flipped end over end past Fantasia. And no icing as Pearson grabs it in the corner behind Jennifer O'Connell, who has been perfect as well. Aided by the iron late in that second period. Sarah Koznowski had a backhand shot go off the pipe, off the crossbar and out of play. Turned over at center to Simon. She sends it into the left wing corner. And the Seahawks have done great work along the boards as well here in this game. The Martin Prezioso Babcock line especially has been terrorizing along the glass. Here comes Giles with speed, trying to cut into the middle. Giles trying to square up the net, settles down the puck, left wing side now, drops it off to the point. Leatham backhands it to Giles, dropped into the corner now. Spinning there is Bebboro. Up to the point, Leatham grabs it, looks to settle it down. Giles keeps it onside, into the corner. Bedboro back to Giles in the slot, has it knifed away, it hops into the air. Back behind the cage, Bradshaw will grab it for Salve. Run into along the boards, tipped forward, and this is going to be icing as the linesman caught an edge on the ice there. And glad he's okay. That was a nasty looking spill for the linesman Crowley. Offensive zone draw for SUNY Canton. Simon up the boards. Lexi Anderson can't get to it. Fired back in again. Anderson. Kangaroos keeping it alive. And now it rolls back out to center. Niemiec sends it to the end boards. It ricochets back out in front. Simon grabs it away from O'Connell. Trying to flip it out to the near side. Niemiec with another drive, blocked in front, tipped, loose towards the cage and into the corner now. Behind the net, Chisholm coming to challenge, trying to knock it free. Seahawks again trying to test that far side. Anderson caught along the boards. Puck now tangled up in the skates. And the referees, I think, are a moment away from blowing this one dead, but finally it comes free. Sent cross ice, and Carrera touches it down and in. Home run pass picked off by Fantasia, trying to hit Grace Page, but Page able to corral it and keep on going. Centers it in front for Brady, and she's twirled around. Looking for Pile, alone in the slot with a shot. Stick save O'Connell. Back come the Seahawks. Over the blue line left side, Lerviere trying to get it towards the cage. Loose in front. Babcock with a shot. It flaps over the cage. And loose behind the net, Bradshaw. Hands off to Dunn in the corner. Dunn trying to send it towards the net. That's blocked. Prezioso pinching in. Knifes it behind the net. Free for Erica Martin now in the corner. Backhands the loose puck up the boards. Dunn trying to send it towards the cage. On edge. Babcock tangled up. Leatham trying to move it up and out for the Roos. Sent back in deep by Erica Martin, and the Seahawks will get a change. Grace Page collects off the boards, drops it back. Bardasova. Puck loose at the Seahawks blue line. Balkin with the backhand chips it off the glass. Grabbed by the defense of the Roos. Dolphin across to Leatham. Loose at the Seahawk blue line. Fantasia trying to get to it, chasing it into the corner now. Here is Giles behind the net, centering it out in front, and it's knocked free into the corner. Puck still trapped in deep. Michaela Anderson trying to get to it and move it to Bradshaw. Kept alive at the blue line. Dolphin trying to rake it back into the Seahawks zone. It comes free at center. Drop back off for Kelly Leatham. Here comes Giles. Chased by Chisholm. The two of them go crashing into the boards. Jumping in is Leatham with a shot. Blocked in front. And circling behind the net now is Taylor Chisholm. 5 minutes gone here in the third period. Still no score. Chisholm streaking her way right side. Chases up to her own pass. Looking to center it. No one home. Seahawks are in the midst of a change. Bedborough has her shot blocked. Hastings cross-ice pass picked off by the Roos. McIntyre nearly lost it. Prezioso wanted to grab that one. Would have been all alone in on Susek. And icing called here. 14:30 to go in the third period. Still no score. Prezioso will take the draw for Salve. Right side. Players tangled up for Prezioso. Squares up the net with a shot. Save made by Susek. Whitney Bernier weaving her way with speed. Left side now around Simon. Able to keep her balance into the corner, but Pearson rips it free. Erica Martin. Left wing side trying to move it up and out. To the blue line. Leatham trying to keep it alive. Back to neutral ice it comes. Dropped along. Bardasova moves it up to Grace Page. Tiptoeing her way over the blue line. Double teamed on the far side. Simon sends it back to center. Hannah Brady. Looking to get around Hannah Bradshaw. And it's picked off by Michaela Anderson. Anderson chasing it right side. Bauckham comes to support as well. Bradshaw and Anderson all along the corner. Bardasova there as well. And another one of these scrums along the board. Jessica Pelly flips it towards the cage, trying to turn and square up the net. Fantasia dragging down Alexa Parigi. And we haven't been getting calls like that all day, and we're not going to get one here. Here comes Chisholm onside. 2-on-1. Chisholm with a shot. Save made by Susek. Pluck loose on the paint, and they score! I think that's Prezioso at the bottom of the pile. It's Lexi Anderson with enough muster to force it past Brooke Susek. And finally, the Seahawks take the lead. Taylor Chisholm took that one with speed down the left side. Little pass fake, then shot it. Susek made the save, couldn't control the rebound. Chisholm followed it up, and then it was loose off to Susek's left. And Lexi Anderson just able to power it through the pads and put the Seahawks on top. And that's a monster goal just to break the tie, but after all the work the Seahawks have done, for this game to still be scoreless really favored the Roos. Giles gives it up. Pass cross ice. Here comes Prezioso, and she loses it at the blue line. That one caught an edge along the bench. Koznaski down the left side. Throws it in front, and the shot played wide on the one-timer by Giles. Yemek flutters it towards the net. That is blocked. Grabbed by the Seahawks. Babcock looking to send it in deep. Finds Erica Martin. Dolphin cutting her way down the middle. Has it knocked free. Hopping right side. Giles there to keep it alive for the Roos. Plays it into the corner now. Loose behind the net. Michaela Anderson comes away with the puck, and now with speed, she will accelerate over the blue line left side. Dropped it off for the trailer. Balkum trying to duck the shoulder. Lost the puck. Around in behind the net. Bradshaw can't get to it in time. And now more energy here from the Roos. Bartasova with speed left side. Trying to turn the corner. Puts on the brakes instead. Looking to shovel it towards the net. Blocked, and O'Connell falls down to cover it up. 11:22 to go in the third period. 1-0 Salve with the lead. Pelly on the draw here for the Roos. And she wins it cleanly. Back to the point. Letham plays it into the corner. Pelly now behind the net. Knocked away right wing side. A shot save O'Connell. Offensive zone draw won by the Roos. Shot in the corner, thrown towards the net, well wide. Letham at the left point, throws it towards the cage, hopping through the slot, and now out high, it rolls all the way back out to center, and the Roos will have to reset. Bartasova nearly turned it over. Brady over the line, and now tied up along the boards. Pearson in the corner. Grabs the loose puck, skates behind Jennifer O'Connell. Now we'll swing it back to her D partner Carrera. As we approach the midpoint here of the third period, Seahawks finally breaking through to break the scoreless tie. Alexi Anderson putting Salve on top. Carrera angled for Pearson. Now Babcock. Chisholm reaching for it at center and swatted back out towards neutral ice. Grabbed by Pearson on a hop. And Pearson will float it into the zone. Glove down in the slot and played to the near side boards by the Roos. Martin, now Babcock in front of the net, swatting it away. Martin trying to fire it towards the cage. Off the end glass, it ricochets to Babcock. Off to the side of the net, hop towards the net once again. Two Seahawks back there, Prezioso and Babcock rips it free, throws it towards the cage, off the end of the goal. Martin gets dragged down, loose in the corner now for Giles. And this has been a very physical game, with just one penalty so far. Bedborough plays it behind the net, rolling into the left wing corner. Backhanded up the boards, but not out. And Giles swings it around the glass, in behind the net, Simon punches it to the right wing side. Letham there to keep it alive for the Roos. Michaela Anderson spinning at the right circle. Lost the puck. And now a scrum out in the middle of the ice. That one tied up in the skates. Bradshaw pokes it to herself and now is off to the races down the left side. Bradshaw trying to cut her way into the middle and lost the puck. Good job there defensively from Letham. Koznowski has it knocked free. Carrera will flip it end over end and make the Roos chase. 8:45 to go in the third. Salve leading 1-0. Debbie Bartasova falls down, lost it, turns it over to Taylor Chisholm. Chisholm throws it wide of the net, right across the goal mouth. Kept alive by Fantasia, sent out to the point. Carrera throwing it towards the net, tip, blocked in front, flooded towards the cage, and Susek is going to cover that one up.
Hey, don't want to have to dangle.
8:19 to go in the third period. Offensive zone draw, one back to Pearson. Her pass into the corner, loose in the slot, now blocked into the corner. Chisholm, Pearson pinching in. Pelly carrying over the line down the middle of the shot that whistles wide. O'Connell may have gotten a piece of that one as well. Ranging to her right. Loose behind the net. Pelly Sends it out to the wing. Emily Dolphin at the point. Drops it into the corner. Pearson there to knock it free. Dump back in once again. Bedboro. Free in the left corner. Trying to stash it on the backhand. Behind the net. Pelly looking to turn. Dunn comes to get the puck, but gives it right back to Pelly in the left wing corner. McIntyre calling for it at the point. Throws a shot towards the net. That's blocked. Pearson jumping forward, moves it with the skates, and will headman it herself. And she gains the line down the middle. Pearson trying to go towards the net, tangled up and knocked down. Parigi with speed up the right side with a wrist shot. That's blocked. Bouncing in behind the net. Parigi now trying to wrap around. Bradshaw grabs that loose puck. Looking to angle middle with it. And Bradshaw has it poked away. Brady had it for a second. Taken back by Carolyn Prezioso. Amanda Fantasia waiting now. Scoops it forward. Trying to get it to Erica Martin. 6:45 to go in the third period. And Simon is without a stick. Out there defensively for Salve without a stick. And she's going to race to the bench now to get a change. Getting Carrera out onto the ice. That could have been danger for the Seahawks. Would have been almost like a mini power play for SUNY Canton. Bradshaw able to muscle her way over the blue line on the near side. Knocked away by Giles. And then her cross-ice pass comes to Carly Baucom. She'll retreat into her own zone. Circle behind O'Connell. Drop it along for Fantasia with 6:08 to play in the third period. Salve leading 1-0. Trying to get their first win of the year and get a big win in conference play as well. Backhand shot at O'Connell, and then she falls down. That one kind of came out of nowhere. I think O'Connell thought the puck was rolling into the corner. It came off a skate. Just a point-blank backhand from Giles, I think. That one went off the face mask of O'Connell. .556 to go. Shot blocked in the slot once again. Seahawks have eaten a lot of pucks here today. Both sides have. And this has been a tough, gritty game. And a lot of what you're seeing here is what's happened today, this board work. And the officials aren't going to let it go on for too long. If the puck's not moving for too long, they will just blow it dead. And like snails, the puck was moving along the far boards. Now it's free for McIntyre. McIntyre over the line, left side. Waiting, trying to play it in the backhand to Koznowski. Koznowski lost it along the near side boards, and it's going to ping pong all the way back into the Ruse zone. McIntyre weaving her way through center, throws it behind the net. Grabbed by Dunn with 4:54 to go. Behind the net, Fantasia sends it up the boards to the blue line. Back in on O'Connell. She'll paddle it behind the net. Fantasia backhands it to the near side. Left at the blue line. Grabbed by Taylor Chisholm. She's going to make this Carolyn Prezioso, who sends it in deep. And then we'll circle around for a change. Erica Martin and Babcock, the ones chasing after the puck. Cross-ice pass knocked away by Pearson. Falling down is Bardasova at the blue line. Pearson moves it to Baucom, who fires it into the zone with 4:05 to go in the third. Seahawks leading 1-0. Bedboro behind the net, trying to skate it out of her own zone. Flips it up. Pearson there to knock it back in. Kept alive. Bradshaw in the slot, and her shot is blocked on the one-timer. Leatham that time. Pearson at the left point. Gets it to Baucom. Seahawks will try to get organized. Baucom's shot, looking for a tip from Bradshaw. She can't get her stick on it. Chisholm, though, jumping in behind the net. Chisholm to the front with a backhand, and that's wide of the cage. Pelly at center, trying to race away from the speedy Taylor Chisholm. Down the middle, has it poked free. Chisholm grabs it on the far side, and now will accelerate through center, and then just fire it in around the boards deep. 3:16 to go. Behind the net now. Out to the near side. Taken by McIntyre. 3 minutes to play. Seahawks lead 1-0, and O'Connell grabs the wrist shot from McIntyre. We'll see how long SUNY Canton will wait to pull Brooke Susek to try and get the extra skater on here. She has been magnificent here tonight. But they will have to bring her to the bench if they can't find an equalizer here soon. Up top, Stout with a drive that goes wide, right to left. And into the corner. Brady can't get to it. Grabbed by Fantasia. Chipped up the boards, kept alive at the blue line. And now brought back out to center by Pearson. Puck trapped along the Seahawk bench. 2.5 to play. Fantasia, make this. Carrera finds Fantasia. And she will just look to run away from trouble as we keep our eye with 2:20 to play on Brooke Susek. Hannah Brady sends the puck in deep. Susek looking to the bench, waiting for the sign. Fantasia flips it end over end. It will bounce out to center ice. Martin trying to swat at it. Carried in by the Roos. 1:58 to play. Parigi calling for it down the middle. Puck played in front, knocked away by the Seahawks. Baucom will carry up the ice. Baucom over the blue line left side. Chips it softly into the corner. Grabbed by the Roos, who find Letham with 99 seconds left to go here in the third period. Seahawks holding on to a 1-0 lead in search of their first victory of the year. Shot is blocked, hopping behind the net. 1:25 to go, and the net is empty. Susek to the bench. Out to center ice. Here comes Lexi Anderson trying to fire it on the net, and it's blocked into the corner. Net empty for the Roos. Puck centered out in front. Hastings trying to one-time it on the net, and she just lost it in her skates. Here comes Brady. Seahawks have to hustle to get back defensively. Final minute, third period. Pearson turning back behind the net. 53 seconds to go. Pearson just spinning in behind the net, trying to kill time. Puck against the boards now. And controlled by the Roos. Up top to the point it comes. Grabbed by Bardasova across to the left. McIntyre snaps it on the cage. Blocked and tipped wide. Chisholm gets dragged down into the corner. Players go down looking for a call. None coming. McIntyre's one-timer off a skate. And then O'Connell, and she goes down to make the save. 29.4 seconds remaining. And are they calling a penalty here? Parigi is being sent towards the box. Oh my goodness. Parigi sent to the box with 29 seconds left, and that brings Susek back out. Now we're going to get a timeout called here with 29.4 seconds to play. We will take it as well. Seahawks trying to hang on to a 1-0 lead. We'll be back. Welcome back to St. George's. Andrew Pizzelli here bringing you the call with 29.4 seconds left. The Seahawks trying to hang on to win. And the net will be empty for the Roos. Offensive zone draw. And the Roos will send one more. I was kind of confused. I think they gave Parigi a 10-minute misconduct. That's why it can be 6-on-5 here. And some confusion out of the timeout here for the Roos. Trying to get organized. Pelly will take the draw against Chisholm. Net empty. Face-off one. Lexi Anderson firing it down the ice. It's rolling on edge and is going to be wide of the pipe. No icing, though. Soft enough to not get past the line. 16 seconds to go. Hastings can't knife it down at center. Pelly angling over the blue line. Pelly down the middle, backhanding it towards the net. It goes wide of O'Connell with 6 seconds. Chisholm sends it up the boards with 4 seconds. 3 seconds. And that'll do it. The Seahawks score their first win of the year, getting redemption for a shutout loss last night. They shut out the Roos and get their first win of the season. Lexi Anderson is the hero today for Salve Regina. Her first of the season, and it's the difference in what was a battle of goaltenders. The Seahawks come out on top, but enough cannot be said about the efforts of Brooke Susek, who had to sit and watch the final seconds from the bench. She was phenomenal here this afternoon, as was Jennifer O'Connell. But the Seahawks, from the get-go, looked like they wanted this one more. They came out with great effort, and talk about earning a victory. This one was a hard-fought and gritty game from the get-go. So the Roos fall to 1-2-1, 1-1 in conference play. The Seahawks 1-3, but they are also 1-1 now in the Colonial Hockey Conference. Next up for Salve Regina, they will travel to Morrisville State for a weekend series next weekend, and then return home for a CHC contest with Endicott College on November 17. That game slated for a 2 p.m. start. I'd like to thank you all for joining and listening here with us this afternoon. Once again, your final: Salve Regina 1, SUNY Canton 0. I am Andrew Pizzelli. Have a good afternoon, everyone.